Alright, everyone, the real reason why the dodo went extinct, this video's been going kind of viral, so we gotta check it out. Let's see.
This is a dodo.
That is a dodo, guys. These are, if you guys don't know, these are like extinct. They look so cute, guys. Just look at them. They do look like a more savage version of the duck, though. Look at that beak, man. It's a sharp beak.
Most people were taught that these birds disappeared because they were physically and mentally quite slow. And if you believe this, you have been lied to. Real
Are you
reason they went
serious?
extinct has a lot to do with evolution. If we go back 140 million years ago, this part of land broke away from Africa and soon split up into Madagascar and India. India decided they didn't want to be...
Hey, bro, just look at the world. Apparently, the world was all just one continent, guys. And it just like split up.
Anywhere near Madagascar anymore and shot up into Asia at the ultra-fast speeds of 16 centimeters per year.
Whoa. Okay, that's pretty slow, man. That's why our world doesn't morph that quick. Now we know why the world doesn't like switch shit around
Calculations,
that much.
that's about 2.5 million times slower than this garden snail. This was so fast that it formed an underwater mountain range called the Mascarene Plateau. A couple mountaintops peaked above the sea, creating some islands, including this, and this.
Those are some pretty small islands, guys. They're not no countries. They're just little islands. They look like single-celled organisms.
The entire dodo population lived exclusively on the island of Mauritius, but they aren't there yet. Honestly, nothing is, it's just a rock at the moment, but not for long. Transported by the strong ocean currents, some gusts of winds, and a couple Ubers, many plants made their way to the island, and it didn't take much time before the island was covered in greenery.
Yay! It's habitable,
Unfortunately,
guys. It's such a
there were no animals
island.
yet. You see, animals have a much harder time traveling 1,000 kilometers over open ocean. I mean, unless you're this guy, it's kind of hard.
I know, right? Look at him, bro. He looks like he's built for it, guys.
But there are some animals that can manage it. Birds. Due to the overpowered ability of flight, there is no corner of Earth that is safe from these flying fiends.
Dude, they've been taking over for quite a while, man. They're the only guys that can just fly like that, man.
Even the tiny island of Mauritius was occupied by an ancient relative of the pigeon around 4 million years ago. What these birds discovered was an island paradise, lush with trees.
Whoa! Oh my gosh! So their first inhabitants, it's like they struck gold, guys.
Fostering a multitude of fruits and nuts, with a distinct lack of predatory animals.
Those get birds? Not much can prey on birds. Actually, some can. Birds gotta go on land for a few reasons, you know what I mean? They can't just always be in the air. And even if they're always in the air, they're gonna get preyed on by other birds. Bigger birds. That's just life, unfortunately.
So, of course, these pigeons...
I do like birds, though. Birds are pretty awesome.
Were like, hey man, let's just stay here. So they did, for 4 million years, due to the wide availability of food on the island and the sheer isolation it had from any other...
They should call it Bird Island. Not whatever island they were calling it, they just call it Bird Island.
Masses, except this, the birds gradually grew much larger than their relatives on the mainland due to a phenomenon known as island gigantism. They also went from having small sharp beaks best suited for eating small insects to huge claw-like beaks to better gobble down as many fruits as possible.
Dang, bro, you can make a game out of being a dodo bird.
The birds grew from only 15 centimeters tall to nearly a meter tall, making them the second largest animal on the island, just after the tortoise.
They're living in harmony, guys. They don't eat each other. You know, tortoises, the birds, they're just
This
chilling.
brings us to factor 1 of the 4 main factors that influence the extinction of the dodo. Meet Steve. Steve is a dodo.
Hello.
Due to Steve's weight gain and his stubby little wings, he completely lost the ability to fly.
Uh-oh. Had a little bit too much fruit there, man. Fruit is not much protein, guys. Insects are a lot more protein than
Behaviors
fruit.
like fleeing from danger was once necessary for Steve's great-grandparents to escape predators, but due to the lack of any sort of predator on the island, he didn't need to fly or run away from anything. This caused a big problem. Not only could Steve not physically run away from anything now, but over millions...
Literally, it's extinct forever, man. We can't even recreate dodos, guys. We can't. Our technology isn't that advanced that we can recreate the extinct species, guys. So we're still like in the barely first parts of our, advancements, guys. You guys think so? Because I do.
Millions of years of having no predators and practically
There's a lot more work that needs to be done
limitless
here.
food, he had literally forgotten the fight or flight instincts that helped his ancestors survive. The fearlessness hardwired itself into Steve's brain, making him literally just not feel fear. You could show him whatever the hell this thing is, and he would sit completely
I have no clue what that is.
unfazed. Steve had the defense stats of a vegetable, but as long as he and his buddies remained completely isolated on their island paradise, they would be completely fine. Uh-oh, it's Europe. Well, actually, the first people to arrive
Oh no, humans taking out the
were
Dodo,
probably the
man.
Arabians, then the Portuguese, but the Dutch were the first to actually settle on the island. And although the Dutch were known for walking up to the dodos and beating the crap out of them, they weren't the real problem. It was what they brought with them.
Oh man. Hey, it might be some good chicken. Unfortunately, we'll never be able to try the Dodo chicken wings.
Cheese.
Those would be big chicken wings for sure. Or actually, no, normal sized chicken wings. I don't know. Not. It would be more of a thigh kind of. I don't know, guys.
No, the Dutch brought many animals.
Not the thigh either, guys. They don't got thighs. They only got like their torso. You know what I
including
mean?
dogs, cats, rats, and even monkeys. These animals had found a predator's paradise. There were literally giant walking meat bags that just roamed the island, didn't run away from you, and they would leave giant yummy eggs just laying around. Imagine you're a dodo, just
That must be AI simulated Dodo, man.
munching some Sidoxylon grandiflorum. You turn around and there's a monstrous looking creature sat right behind you.
Oh man, that looks like a harmless dog.
Oh,
a
hi.
pet.
Steve was pretty screwed. Not only were there savage dogs ripping them to shreds every chance they got, but rats were literally spawn killing the dodo eggs that were littered across the island, meaning there was no way they could repopulate. The situation was getting really bad for the dodo. The Dutch initially didn't consider Mauritius to be very valuable until they realised it was littered with millions of hardwood trees, and wood costs money.
Oh, hey, money is helping take out the dodos
Not
as well. The pursuit of money, the pursuit of
Island was
the
stripped
balloons.
bare, and the forests that acted as the only source of protection for the dodo were destroyed, meaning Steve was stuck out in the open, more vulnerable
Look at it, man. It's ruined.
than ever.
Industrialization, man.
The Dutch settled the island in 1638, and the
Because there better be some cool things on the island in like 10, 20 years, because we lost the dodos because of
last
this.
sighting of the dodo was only 24 years later, but it's thought they managed to last maybe only 100 years until they went completely extinct. Steve and his friends had all died. Whether this was as a result of the animals that competed with them and hunted them and their eggs, or if it was the destruction of their natural habitat that
Probably all the
inevitably
above.
ended them. It shows that much like how us humans have become soft, needing our daily vitamin gummies just to stay alive, the dodo became accustomed to the easy life, devoid of predators, and access to as much food as they could ever
This might serve as a warning for us, right,
want.
guys?
So it was inevitable that when predators finally made it to the island, they stood
Hopefully the aliens don't come for us
absolutely
now.
no chance. I wonder what would happen if we hadn't interfered with the island. Perhaps we would have dodo livestock, maybe even Kentucky Fried Dodo. Who knows? Anyway, bye.
Yeah, interesting video. Fairly new channel. Check them out in the description. Let's look at a few comments here. As a Dutch person, I was taught in school that we were the reason the dodo were extinct. We, in the broader sense of humanity, but no, it's literally us, the Dutch, ruining another good thing overseas to take valuables back home. It's honestly sad I will never get to see what they really looked like and sounded like. I know, right? We never heard of dodo. Oh man. But yeah, guys, that's a video. Peace out, everyone. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next one.